Your lower back will heal in a few days. At least that's what most people tell themselves. Then, 6 months later, they're still making that weird noise every time they get out of bed. One day it's a tiny ache after lifting something heavy. The next thing you know, you're bending down to tie your shoes like you're 90 years old. So why does lower back pain keep coming back? And why do some people spend years trying to fix it without ever getting better? Let's find out. Most people think the problem is their muscles. Usually, it isn't. Your lower back is one of the most complicated structures in your body. It contains muscles, ligaments, nerves, joints, and spinal discs all working together. And if even one of those systems starts failing, everything starts falling apart. Let's start with the most famous culprit, the spinal disc. Between every vertebra in your spine sits a soft cushion called a disc. Think of it like a shock absorber. Every time you walk, run, jump, or sit down, those discs absorb force. Until one day, they don't. Years of sitting, bad lifting technique, weak muscles, poor posture. All of it slowly increases stress on those discs. Eventually, the outer layer weakens. The inner material starts pushing outward. This is what people call a bulging disc. And when that bulge starts pressing on nearby nerves, things get interesting. Not in a good way. That's why some people don't just feel back pain. They feel pain shooting down their leg. Numbness, tingling, burning sensations. That's called sciatica. And no, your body doesn't magically fix it over a weekend. But discs aren't the only problem. Sometimes your back pain comes from something much simpler, your muscles. When muscles become weak, your spine loses support. Imagine trying to hold up a bridge using ropes made of spaghetti. That's basically what happens when your core muscles stop doing their job. And guess who has to compensate? Your lower back. Every single day. Now combine that with sitting. 8 hours at work, 3 hours on your phone, another 2 watching videos. Congratulations, you've trained your hips to become stiff, your glutes to become lazy, and your lower back to do all the work. Your body adapts to whatever you do most. If you sit all day, your body gets really good at sitting, not moving. Here's the mistake most people make. Pain appears, so they stop moving completely. Bad idea. Because movement is what keeps tissues healthy. When you stop moving entirely, muscles get weaker, joints get stiffer, recovery slows down. The goal isn't zero movement. The goal is smart movement. Big difference. So what actually helps? First, strengthen your core. Not endless crunches, real core training. Planks, bird dogs, dead bugs. Exercises that teach your spine to stay stable. Second, walk more. Walking increases blood flow and keeps your back moving without excessive stress. Third, learn proper lifting mechanics. Your ego doesn't care about your spine, but your spine definitely cares about your ego. And finally, be patient. Most back problems don't heal in a week, or even a month. Recovery often takes weeks or months of consistent work. Your body follows biology, not your schedule, not your vacation plans, and definitely not your New Year's resolution. Your lower back isn't broken. It's adapting to the stress you've been giving it. The good news? That means it can adapt in the other direction too. Move better, get stronger, be patient, and stop expecting years of damage to disappear in 7 days. Because the people who recover aren't the ones looking for a miracle. They're the ones who respect the process. And that's why their lower back actually heals.